always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna get better. I'll get better when I wanna get better. I'll get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time. Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine. Yeah. And you know that I'll get better when I wanna get better. I'll get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so I get to it. So right. It's so right. It's so right. It's so I get to it. So right. It's so right.
One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Now, this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. They give it to Williams, running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 30. up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Yeah, here we go.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Attack!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right in! 26!
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. On the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Prescott now. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys had 7-4 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott to throw it. Drops it to Boo, complete. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Yeah, here we go. I take 4-8.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Pacheco once again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now here's Mahomes. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. He'll get 4 yards in the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Hey, Riplet, I go on. Hey!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spit 60 racks on me, camouflage bells. 2 diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. Twin, from the hustle and grill. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to M, now I got sell. Hey, if it's about money, then you know it's with it.
Yeah, here we go. Hey, check boy,
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll take this down to the 33. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This is 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw down. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. No gain on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man. It's Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd and 9 from the 44. To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
This 2nd and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Roby. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of a hit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mahomes to throw. Touchdown! Travis Kelce. A 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they can potentially double up here and take the lead. A great opportunity for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Prescott. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Williams. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Here we go.
Prescott to throw it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott off play action. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Like I'm gone, I'm a traveling man. LAX, I'm the Baltimore, they landed in France.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fighting his way through contact. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Yellow! Side!
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they're planning to do on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Play action now. Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
There you go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a toss left side. It's Williams. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Prescott now. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To throw is Prescott. Left side to Lamb. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.D. Lamb, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
I don't need to. 43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go!
Prescott. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yellow, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mahomes to throw once more. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that'll be caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So their fake spike works, and they score. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing. Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now a running play here with Lamb. And some room to work. Across midfield. He's on his way. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 35, Chiefs 21.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And again, it's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Not able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolby. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to make it a 3-score game late. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. There's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Mahomes. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott here to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Prescott now. Completes this one to Pickens. And they work this out past the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear.